So I wanted to show you guys a couple of old projects that I've had hanging around, stuff that I made when I was in grade school and high school. But I look at these things that I have that have lasted so long and I feel a sense of pride, but I also feel like, yeah, that was pretty good, you know? And this channel is for that, to continue to push myself to take on new projects and be inspired from the last project and push forward the next project and so forth and so on. That's really what it's for. That's why I started the channel, because I felt a need to like make things, but then also wanted to push myself and maybe learn new things, you know? It's easy when you're in grade school and you're in a curriculum where you have to build a little CO2 race car and then also take apart like an engine and then also do some injection molding and then also do like a cutting board. It makes sense, you know? It's rapid fire and you get to learn a lot and it's really exciting, and I kind of miss that. So I'm doing it on my own. Anyway, one of my oldest that stuck around, and you know, I just recently got this back from my mom. I raided her kitchen, and it's this cutting board here that I made when I was maybe about 14 years old. So this cutting board is nearly 10 years old. What? I'm just kidding. I made that joke to my wife as well, and she let out a very like loud ha, which I thought was really funny. I also then did the math, and this cutting board and my wife are closer in age by 2 years than I am with her. So yikes, I'm old. But this cutting board made it. It just needs a little bit of love and it'll be restored. Now this little screwdriver, it was really kind of cool. I didn't really know that in a shop class we'd get into something like this, but this is injection molded plastic, which is, hello, my beloved Lego is all injection molded plastic. So this was really cool to be able to experience that. And this was even older than the cutting board. This was probably made when I was 12 or so. So, you know, about, you know, 12, it itself is about 12 years old or whatever. Why am I in this lie? I'm 24 years old. That's not even believable. Maybe if I would have said like, I don't know, I'm like 29. I'm about to be 30 next year. I look good, don't I? No, that's not the case. Anyway, moving on lastly to the probably the most complex of all of the projects that I've ever done. This was done in university, and it was kind of a team effort. I designed it along with someone and helped them build it, and it is the little disco volante. That's its name. It means flying saucer cabinet here. The 2-door flying saucer cabinet, the disco volante. It was natural wood at first, and I chose to paint it and then do a stencil on it. Why? I don't know, but I like it. I don't know which way I would go now. I think it would just be boring if it was just a solid color. Anyway, this is bent plywood, which is you have to take sort of veneers of plywood. As you know, if you've ever looked at plywood, it's sort of made in like layers, right? All those layers are called veneers, right? And what they do is these really thin veneers with wood glue in between them, right? So essentially those curved areas in this cabinet are wood veneers that are done, you know, sheet by sheet with glue in between, so that you can, over a form, so that you can then achieve that curve. Essentially what you're doing is creating a curved sheet of plywood, like as if you were making a flat sheet of plywood, you know, all the layers or whatever, except done over a form. So it's not a piece of plywood that somehow gets bent, which a lot of people think that, oh, is it did you just get a flat piece of like 1/4 inch plywood and somehow bend it? No, that's impossible. But what we did do was take those individual layers and build them up. Plywood is incredibly strong, believe it or not, but on its own. But once you start to sort of do compound bending and bending on them, like it becomes incredibly rigid. And then once that was all made, you cut it up and assemble it however it is you're going to assemble it. This needs legs. It has needed legs forever. It has never had legs, so I just got this set of legs, these hairpin legs, which I think are going to be actually really, really nice on them. And in a future video coming up, probably this month, I think I will be showing you how I install those, and these will finally have some legs. Anyway, that's all for me. I don't know why I wanted to do this brain dump, but you know, I was finding some of these old things, and really what sparked it was the cutting board, and seeing that again after 24 years. It was nice, and to take a little sort of stroll down memory maker lane. That's about it. Roll the thing.